The objection bank revolution, so that you are never ever stumped again. Picture this: Thursday afternoon in Dubai. You have just finished a beautiful property tour of a stunning two-bedroom apartment in Dubai Marina with Sarah, a potential buyer from London who is relocating for work. The sun is setting over the marina. The apartment has that gorgeous golden hour glow, and everything feels perfect. You're walking through the lobby, and Sarah turns to you with that look. You know the one that says she's about to drop an objection bomb. You know what? The service charges seem really high. I think I have I'll have to wait a few months and see if the prices come down. Plus, my friend told me valuations in Dubai are inflated right now. And there you are, standing in this beautiful lobby with three different objections hitting you like a sandstorm, and your brain goes blank. You start fumbling. Well, the service charges, they're actually, I mean, compared to London and the market, it's really. Let me get back to you on that. Sounds familiar? Welcome to the objection nightmare. The moment when a perfectly good deal starts slipping through your fingers because you are improvising responses to objections you have heard 100 times before. And therefore, here is the brutal reality check. Here's what's really happening in Dubai's real estate market right now. The average agent faces the same 15 to 20 objections every single week. Yet, somehow, we keep treating each one like it's the first time we have ever heard it. Let me share some devastating statistics that will make your commission statements cry. 73% of deals fall apart not because of price, not because of location, and not because of timing, but because agents fumble objection handling in the crucial moments after a client raises concerns. The average agent takes 4.7 minutes to respond to a common objection like service charges are too high, and that's 4.7 minutes of credibility bleeding out, while your client is confidence evaporates. 89% of Dubai agents admit they have made compliance mistakes while trying to overcome objections, promising guaranteed returns, making unverified claims about market appreciation, or sharing misleading rental yield calculations. Here are some horror stories for you. Ahmed's million dirham mistake. Now, Ahmed is a good agent, experienced, well meaning, hard working. Last month, he had a hot investor client looking at a premium unit in downtown Dubai. The client raised a concern about rental yields. Ahmed, trying to be helpful, said, "Don't worry, this building consistently delivers 8 to 9% annual returns. I can guarantee you will see at least 7.5%. Guess what happened? The client recorded the call. And when the actual yield came in at 6.2%, due to the market conditions, the client filed a complaint with RERA. Ahmed faced a 50,000 dirham fine, a formal reprimand, and nearly lost his broker's license. All because he improvised an objection response without thinking about compliance. Or there is Laila's language barrier loss. Laila speaks perfect Arabic and English, but when an Arabic speaker investor raised objections about off-plan project delays, she switched between languages mid-explanation, gave different details in each language, and completely confused the client. A 2.3 million dirham deal walked away because of inconsistent messaging. And the problem is deeper than you think. But here's the thing, it's not really about not knowing what to say. Deep down, you probably do know how to handle most of the objections. The problem is that you are starting from scratch every single time. Think about it. When someone says, I want to wait for prices to drop, you have heard that before. When they say the maintenance fees are too high, you have handled that. When they worry about what if I can't rent it out, you know the market data. So why do you still freeze up? Why do you still fumble? Why do you still make compliance mistakes? Because you don't have a system. You don't have your responses ready, tested, refined, and compliance checked. You are improvising million dirham conversations like you are doing stand up comedy, and you cannot be doing stand up comedy. And here is the opportunity that changes everything. This story is about to take an exciting turn. Now, what if I told you that Dubai's top performing agents, the ones closing 40 plus deals a year, have something you don't? It's not better connections. Though those help, it's not flashier marketing. Though that's nice, it's not even deeper market knowledge. Though that do matters, it's an objection bank. An objection bank is like having a superpower in your back pocket. It's a systematically organized library of pre-crafted, tested, bilingual responses to every objection you will ever face in Dubai real estate. Imagine this. A client says, service charges are too high. And instead of panicking, you calmly pull out the phone, reference your objection bank, and deliver a perfect 30-second response that includes acknowledgement of their concern, relevant market evidence, a credibility building action, one clear next step, and complete RERA compliance. And you can do it in perfect Arabic or English depending on your client's preference. Now, the result that will transform your career. So here's what happened when I introduced the objection bank system to a group of 47 agents across Dubai. Within 30 days, average objection handling time dropped from 4.7 minutes to 1.2 minutes. Deal closure rates improved by 34%. Client confidence scores measured through post-interaction surveys jumped by 58%, and compliance violation dropped to 0. Within 90 days, agents reported feeling completely confident when objections arose. Agents' commission per agent increased by 47,000 dirhams. Referral rates doubled because clients trust agents who sound prepared. Time spent preparing for client meetings reduced by 60%. Fatima used to dread investor meetings because she never felt prepared for their tough financial questions. But after building her objection bank, she closed 3 off-plan investor deals in her first month, totaling 127,000 dirhams in commission. Her secret? She had perfect, compliant responses ready for every what about ROI and what if the developer delays questions. So you are about to learn. Today, you are going to build your own objection bank from scratch. Not just any objection bank, a Dubai compliant, bilingual, AI powered system that will make you the most prepared agent in every room you enter. So we'll use 3 simple but powerful AI prompts that will extract and organize every objection from your real call notes, generate perfect bilingual responses in English, Arabic, Russian, Chinese, etc., ensure complete RERA compliance while maximizing persuasive impact. And by the end of this lesson, you will never again have the heart-sinking feeling when a client raises an objection. Instead, you will think, perfect, I have got exactly what I need for this. So, you are ready. Alright, future objection handling champions. Grab your laptop, open a new document, and let's build something that's going to revolutionize how you handle clients' concern forever. But first, let me blow your mind with some psychology. The science of objection handling. Okay, the science of objection handling. Did you know that neurologically, when someone raises an objection, their brain is actually trying to help you? That's right. When a client says, I am worried about the service charges, their brain isn't saying, I don't want this property. The brain is saying, I want this property, but I need you to help me feel confident about this one concern. Objections are literally buying signals in disguise. The problem is, when we don't have systematic responses ready, we trigger what psychologists call defensive reactivity, both in ourselves and in our clients. We get flustered, they sense our uncertainty, and the whole interaction spirals downwards. But when you have your objection bank ready, you trigger consultative confidence. They see you as an expert who has anticipated their concerns and has solutions ready. So, the anatomy of a perfect objection response. Before we dive into the AI prompts, let me show you what makes an objection response absolutely deadly effective. The 5 element formula: acknowledgement, 3 to 5 words. That's a fair concern. Evidence bridge. Let me show you the service charge comparison across 3 similar buildings. Credibility action. I'll pull out the last 12 months of actual utility costs. Clear CTA. Should we schedule a viewing of the building's amenities to see where your fees go? Compliance protection. Using words like appears, indicates, and based on current data. You are done. So now let me show you how to build hundreds of these using AI. So, understanding your objection bank structure. Think of your objection bank like a Swiss Army knife. Every tool has its specific purpose, and together they can handle any situation. So, your bank will include these critical columns: objection, the exact words your client used, verbatim is crucial for pattern recognition. Context, is this about pricing, financing, timeline, location? We need to respond to categorize to respond appropriately. Evidence needed. What proof do you need ready? Market reports, comparable sales, developer contracts. Response. Your English response, maximum 2 sentences to keep it crisp. Your Arabic response, parallel translation, not literal but culturally appropriate. Credibility step, your one small action that proves you are competent, like pulling specific data. And then the CTA, your call to action. What is the single next step? A comparative market analysis, a viewing, or the investor's pack. What legal landmines to avoid? No guarantees, trusteeship requirements, WhatsApp consent. So now, let's say a client says service charges in Marina are insanely high, and I heard they can go up without warning. Now, your bank entry would or might look like service charges objection. Service charges in Marina are insanely high. I heard they can go up without warning. Context is fees and maintenance. Evidence needed: 3-year service charge history, HOA meeting minutes, comparable buildings. Response: valid concern. Let's view 3-year service charge history from 3 Marina Towers so you can see the actual trends, and HOA governance quality. Credibility stack, pulling HOA financial statements and 3-year service charge comparison chart. CTA, view, building amenities tour. And compliance flags, no guarantees on future charges, refer to HOA bylaws, source data from property management. Now, why this structure is genius? Verbatim capture helps you recognize patterns and variations. Context coding lets you prepare evidence in advance. Bilingual responses makes you instantly more professional. Compliance flags protects you from license and reputation, and single CTAs prevent decision paralysis. So step 2 is the first prompt. This is where the magic starts. You're going to take messy real world call notes and turn them into organized objection data. And here's the first prompt. You are a Dubai real estate expert helping create an objection bank. I'll provide call notes or transcripts, and you will extract objections and organize them. The criteria, the Dubai compliance requirements, and the format. So, we go through a practical real example and put up the script and the prompt together into ChatGPT, and we get an output. So that might look something like this. Do not forget to use the real notes. Don't make up scenarios. Use actual call notes for authentic objections. Include the context. The more context you give, the better the AI responses. Save everything. Every objection you extract becomes part of your permanent arsenal. And look for patterns. You'll start noticing the same objections appearing with different words. That's code for standardizing responses. Okay, we'll look at the exact examples in the next lesson. For now, let us cover the theory part of things. AI prompt number 2, the bilingual response generator. Now, once you have the bank, you are now going to have the response. Now, we are going to take those extracted objections and create polished, persuasive, culturally appropriate responses in both English and Arabic or Russian or Chinese, whoever your client is. And this is the second prompt. Now, what makes this prompt brilliant? Cultural intelligence, compliance awareness, persuasion psychology, and that's that. So the magic of this system is consistency, professionalism, time saving, and cultural respect. Step number 4 is AI prompt number 3, the compliance guardian. This is your safety net, the prompt that ensures every response protects your licensing while maximizing persuasive power. So this is the prompt. What this prompt catches is dangerous promises. Turns you will definitely get 7% returns into historical data suggests 7% returns. Regulatory gaps, brand issues, WhatsApp compliance, example compliance enhancements, and so on. That's step 4. Step 5, the quality control scorecard. I'm moving a little fast because I would want to show this to you practically. Now you are going to quality check your objection responses using a professional scoring system. Your objection response scorecard. Objection recognition. Names the objection clearly and specifically, acknowledges concern but vaguely, doesn't directly address the stated concern. Evidence, 0 to 2, you have to give 0 to 2 points to everything. Evidence, response clarity, credibility building, single CTA, and then the scoring. So if your score is 9 to 10, professional grade, use immediately. 7 to 8 points, good, minor tweaks needed. 5 to 6 points, needs work, revise before using. So let's score our business bay response. Okay, moving on to the advanced techniques, the pattern recognition. As you build your objection bank, you will start noticing patterns. High frequency objections appear 10 plus times. Service charges are too high. What if prices drop? Can I really rent this out? The developer might delay. Maintenance quality concerns. Now these deserve your best responses. Multiple versions, A/B testing, constant refinement. Then the objections like cultural patterns. Arabic speaking clients often focus more on long-term stability. European expats frequent ask for about exit strategies. Indian investors prioritize rental yield calculations. Local Emiratis often inquire about family appropriate communities. Seasonal patterns. Q1, should I wait for GITEX property shows for better deals? Q2, school zones matter, summer transfer timing. Q3, Ramadan impact on rental market. Q4, New Year pricing adjustments. Building your advanced bank. And then there is a pro level organization. Create sub banks by client type, buyers versus investor versus tenants, price range, budget versus mid versus luxury, property type, language, urgency level. And for each objection, response track. Usage frequency, how often you need it, success rate, how often it leads to next steps, compliance incidents, any issues that arise, and client feedback, direct responses to your handling. And your objection handling superpower is ready. The transformation you just achieved. Stop for a moment and think about where you were 30 minutes ago versus where you are right now. 30 minutes ago, objections were your nightmare. They were those heart-stopping moments when deals started falling apart and you felt helpless, scrambling for words, making things up as you went along. But right now, you have a system. You have 3 AI prompts that can turn any messy call notes into polished, bilingual, compliance-safe responses. You have a structure that organizes every objection you will ever face, and you have a scoring system that ensures professional quality every time. You have an objection bank. Okay, now let us look at the compound effect. Here's the beautiful thing about systemizing objection handling. Every response gets better with use. Each time you deliver a response from your bank, you will notice which phrase resonates most with clients, with what evidence is most convincing, which CTA gets the best response rates, where you can improve compliance protection. So your objection bank becomes a living, evolving tool that grows more powerful with every single interaction. And here is your immediate action plan. Today, right now, copy AI prompt number 1 and save it in your phone notes app. Find your most recent call notes, even if they are messy, handwritten, or on a napkin. Run the first prompt and extract 2 to 3 objections to start your bank. Tomorrow, use AI prompt number 2 and 3. Score one response using the scorecard and save everything in a simple spreadsheet or the notes app. This week, extract objections from your next 3 client calls using prompt number 1. Build responses for 10 total objections using prompt number 2 and 3. Use your bank in at least one real client conversation and track the results. This month, build your 25 plus objections in your bank, test and refine, and share the success stories with your team and with us. Expand to specialized banks. And the ripple effect on your career. When you master objection handling, everything else gets easier. Prospecting becomes less scary, presentations flow smoothly, negotiations improve, referrals increase, and income grows. So here's the thing about building systems. Systems like these, you're not just improving your own career, you are elevating the entire profession. Every single time you deliver a thoughtful, prepared, compliant response to a client objection, you are showing them what professional real estate service looks like. You are raising their expectations for every agent they will ever work with after you. You are becoming the standard and not just meeting it. So, here is your final challenge. Your objection bank isn't just a tool. It's your competitive advantage, your stress reducer, your confidence builder, and your income multiplier all rolled into one. So the question isn't whether the system works. The question is, are you ready to stop improvising million dirham conversations? Are you ready to feel completely prepared for every client meeting? Are you ready to handle Arabic speaking investors as confidently as English speaking buyers? Are you ready to stay compliant while maximizing your persuasive power? Then your objection bank is waiting. Your next client conversation is waiting. Your best year in real estate is waiting. Go build it, go use it, and go dominate.